Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we're going back into hell. You know, I have been a nice catalyst for Taylor Swift hate. That's no secret. Swifties are... They're fucked. They're fucked. Absolutely. My video says I hate Taylor. I am a misogynist. I thought that torch was put out many moons ago and that my life has moved on from the whole affair and that the Swifties would no longer give me any hate and I wouldn't even care because I don't really care, but Taylor Swift has gone and done it again. Someone told me like, hey, have you seen the new Taylor Swift lyrics? They're kind of weird. And I was thinking, oh, what? She's going to talk about her breakup. She's going to talk about flicking her and being sad about things and, you know, whatever. And people would be like, oh my God, because that's like the same Taylor Swift pop regurgitated bullshit as usual. But I didn't really understand how unhinged some of these things are. And what's very interesting is the fan base seems divided. Not everybody is rejoicing, right? There's a lot of coping. There's a lot of people saying that it's mid and people being upset by people saying that's mid, that these Swifties aren't really Swifties anymore. And I think that she's kind of put a giant crack in her fandom. And I just wanted to go over it because, like I said, some of the lyrics are really, really funny and also people's responses are. So without further ado, let's dive back down into the Taylor Swift hole. Not that hole. She just released a double album called The Tortured Poets Department, and her second album dropped, The Anthology, which is a total of 31 songs. So are you saying that the first album is called The Tortured Poets Department, and then the second one is The Anthology?
She did the 2 a.m. release again. She did the 2 a.m. She's always doing the 2 a.m. release.
Girls are just sitting in their room swaying back and forth at 2 a.m. being like, come on, refresh, please, Taylor, fucking refresh. This is her 11th studio album, and she sold 1.4 million copies on the first day, which that's insane. In today's day and age, that is crazy. In today's day and age, that is crazy. In today's day and age, where people actually buying albums, I almost threw up. I don't know if the audio caught that, but that actually made me throw up my mouth a little bit. Of course that she's gonna sell that many. She has a crazy cult following, and even at the Berkeley College, there's a whole entire class dedicated to her.
But at UC Berkeley, Taylor Swift is not just a tortured poet. She's a case study in how to build an empire.
The most loyal of her subjects are claiming that this is her best album to date, while other people are calling it mid or cringe. Mid, it's cringe. Oh, no.
It's supposed to be cringe.
There are some very cringy lines. There's some very cringy lines, but there's just stuff also where I'm like, what are you going on about? What is this? I'm a tortured poet. Welcome to my department. Sit down. That's what I want to do. Some sites are giving the album 100%, and but Pitchfork gave it a 6.0. Those motherfuckers are getting ready to burn. Which Pitchfork gave Peppa Pig's album 6.5, so that's where I guess she stands on that. Wait! We want to thank our dear friends over at Bad Dragons for sponsoring this video. Which, if you haven't heard of Bad Dragon, you obviously haven't been watching this fucking channel because we love Bad Dragon. Bad Dragon is the leaders of fantasy toys. You know what I'm talking about. If you want to spice up a little bit of this and that in your bedroom with your partner or your playmate or goddamn maybe even yourself, head on over to Bad Dragon and check out all of their goodies. We did our own collaboration with them. They're some of the nicest people we've ever met and worked with in our life, and they make the best, I'm telling you, the best premium products of their kind. It's unbelievable the way that they sculpt them, make them, everything. There's so much love and detail that actually goes into it that it's hard to not just fall in love with the place in general. So please, if you're looking to spice things up for yourself or your relationship or I don't know, any other way you want to spice shit up, I don't know, check out Bad Dragon because they're fucking awesome and they're a great contributor to this channel and the things that we do. So thank you so much for Bad Dragon, and back to the video. I love these videos. God, I feed on these videos of people crying over Taylor Swift albums. The girl sitting there and drooling in her car, this has to be bait, right?
I don't know.
This has to be bait. There is no way a green-haired woman is drooling in her car crying this shit. There's no way. If you don't like the music, who cares? If you like the music, good for you. I don't really give a shit, but there's something particular about like Taylor Swift's music where it's just like, it's a girl and she sounds like this. It's really boring. I want to die. It's the same kind of shit with me as like Billie Eilish where it's just like, I don't know what it is about it, but it drives me a little cuckoo. That's what I feel like. I just want to say that guy's got some big ass lips on him. God damn. Oh, what was the crimson chin. He's got some thick ass lips. He's crying in his studio apartment over Taylor Swift's lyrics. What a loser. No, not a what a loser. Honestly, it impacts people differently. It impacts people differently, Nick. The girls that get Peter get it.
But Peter is one of the saddest songs on the album. Me literally sucking in tears. It's so sad.
It's so sad. The song Peter on Taylor Swift's fucking right. To muster yourself up to cry and then set up your phone and be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh God. Oh, the son Peter, it's so sad. I hit myself too hard. I hurt myself. I'm not. I interrupted what I was even gonna say. Some of the stuff here with some of these listening parties are pretty crazy. Parma is my boyfriend. I'm the problem. It's cheese. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you actually go to the party and like look down at the deli tray? Because it's not the fact that it's a deli tray, but it's all of like the little quips. Imagine dating this person. Oh God. Imagine coming home. Hey babe, what are you doing?
I'm just making my deli tray for the album drop tonight. We're gonna also cut our wrists and we're gonna cry in the bathroom.
We're gonna lock ourselves in there. Good luck with that. She has this thing that says, Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm having his baby. Oh my God, Taylor! No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. Okay, what does my face look like, Taylor? What does it look like, Taylor? I need to know. I want to see some more of these listening party things, dude. These listening parties are crazy. Okay, wait, what is she going on about? Sis, what? Oh, okay. Okay, girls. Oh my God, no. Oh, wow. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, but I hate it, Nick.
So if Metallica came out with a new album.
They did. They came out with a new album. I said, this is great. And I played it and I was like, nice. That was it. Next time I'm going to have a listening party and he's going to be like, yeah. I wish every Taylor Swift listening party ended in a chimp attack somehow. Somehow it ended with like someone's face getting ripped off, and then they're sitting on Oprah with like the veil over their face, and they're just like, "We're the party, you're the party." Processing how this song is on the acceptance playlist. The relationship that inspired this masterpiece is long over. The TTPD is about to wreck my life. One of the top comments on this is, TTPD, the torture poet department, is going to leave my very good to me husband. What a unhinged thing to say. And then people also said, girl, same, I already told them. LOL, same. Skull emoji! Some random billionaire who doesn't know who you are, no ethical way to be a billionaire, is going to make you want to divorce, even joking. It doesn't make it sense. And like she says, you be taking life way too seriously. P.S. You should consider an actual username, bitch. Ooh, sis. Slay! I like how it's a joke now after the fact. She's just like, I makes me want to leave my very good husband. And Shiva says that to him. I'm gonna leave you because of Taylor's apartment. He's like, babe, okay, that's funny. And he's like, please, let it be true. Please let it be true. Please let it be true. Please let it be true. I have a feeling too that these like Taylor Swift fans, or these like Swifties, whenever they're in a relationship like that, they're locking it down. I just don't think it's working anymore. I think that we've had a lot of fun, but I think we're just growing apart. And she's like, really? Really? And then she quickly takes a syringe and she's just like, right to his neck. And then he sits there and she's just like, by the way, sweetie, I poisoned you and I'm the only one who has the antidote. So you're going to have to stay with me. You're going to have to stay with me. That's what I imagine. I know it's a little comical, but I could see it happen. Why not?
And Christian white women.
Or she like takes out a gun and she's just like,
oh, really? No, go ahead and leave. Reach for your bag. No, I want you to. You're taking life so seriously.
Let's actually look at some of these lyrics because they make me go feral, dude. This album is a mixture of songs about her many exes, Matt Healy and Joe Alwyn. Who cares? As well as her current boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Hey, Chiefs! Red Kingdom. Most of the songs were written before she was with Kelce, so most of the songs are an afterthought.
Well, in hindsight, should I put that out there? I'm going to anyways.
You know what's weird too about a billionaire? It's just like celebrities writing about their past relationships and stuff. It's like, who cares? How much pain could you actually be in, dude?
Oh, it's over.
It's like, yeah, you only have the rest of the world. You only have everything else a human being ever needs or desires. Imagine you get broken up and you work at Best Buy, and that's your life. You go to community college and you work at Best Buy. That's a lot more bleak.
Oh, Matt Healy broke up with me. I need a weekend just to get my mind off of it. Pilot, fly me anywhere. I don't care.
Dude, if you're Taylor Swift, you need a private jet. You know when people are like, it's unethical, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The bitch is playing in Guam tomorrow, or what, you know what I mean? She's going, I play in Guam tomorrow and I can't wait to play in Germany the next day. It's like, you're gonna have that. Imagine she takes a public plane. They would skin her alive. They would look at that woman who's like 6'5" or however tall Taylor Swift is, and they would peel the flesh off her back. Are you kidding me? It's not like, you know, when we said the televangelists, when they have private planes, you're like, what, do you really actually need a private plane, dude? And I don't want to say it's odd where someone's like, I tracked her flight log. I saw all the places she flew. It's like, what are you doing with your time? What a creepy thing to look up. Even if you're like a hater, I'm like, you have way too much time on your hands, dude. Let's get to some of the songs, which The Alchemy is about her and Travis. Okay, that's her love. So when I touch down, call the amateurs and cut them from the team. Ditch the clowns, get the crown. Baby, I'm the one to beat, because the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? I don't think that's the proper use of an alchemist. And also, I just want to say, ditch the clowns, get the crown. That's probably tattooed on some white trash guy's back somewhere. That's like one of those deals where it's like the Grim Reaper with the like guns or whatever. That's what it reminds me of. Ditch the clowns, get the crown. I don't want to say that I am some kind of oracle, but I did say that she was going to make a song about him or regarding football somehow. In my song, I said, you are my touchdown, my winning play. And she says, so when I touch down. Close. I almost got there. You know, she probably had it. I had the lyrics right, and she went to her paper, like erased it. God damn it. Next song is I Hate It Here. It says, my friends used to play a game where we would pick a decade. We wish we could live in instead of this. I'd say 1830s, but without all the racists, and get married off the highest bid. I just want to say that read that I thought that she was like being bought off like a slave is what I thought she was saying. It kind of reads like that, right? You can't say, I'd say the 1830s without all the racists and getting married off for the highest bid. Come on, bro. Really? Everyone looked down because it wasn't fun now. Seems like it was never fun back then. Nostalgia is a mind trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it. It was freezing in the palace. What? The rest of that is just, I don't know, the ramblings of a madman, but I'd say the 1830s, but without all the racist is so funny. And someone's just like, really the 80s is just the music's good. 60s, I'm kind of a bit of I like the music even more back then, sure. She's like, the 1830s, but without all the racists. Right? And then we could be bought off like slaves. Why aren't we talking? A lot of people here, they have some problems with that. You know, a post here says, is there actually a problem with the without all the racist line? It's just a line in the song. And what does everything Taylor Swift say have to criticize by far left Democrats? -19 Reddit karma? Ooh, shouldn't have thrown in the far left Democrats deal. I like how this is like an alt-right like Taylor Swift fan. Is there actually a problem without all the fucking racist shit? What the hell? When is the far left just gonna leave Taylor alone? Tay-Tay. Mother is mothering. She's criticized by everyone. There are far rights that think she's the devil reincarnate. Uh-oh. I love the political battle happening in this. Well, for this line, she's not being politically criticized a whole lot. Let's hope it stays that way. But imagine Taylor Swift said the N-word for a line like this. Then the whole world would immediately criticize and cancel her. Yeah! If Taylor Swift dropped an N-bomb in their song, yeah, she might get dragged a bit. Are you kidding me? She said the N-word. I guess people are just gonna cancel her then. Yeah, okay. Why would I imagine Taylor Swift writing a song with the N-word in it? She'd be cancel culture forever and never be criticized or loved by anyone. God damn. This is like some like JoJo Siwa levels of cringe here too. This one here, this lyric, it says, you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me. And then also we have a picture of her childhood home and it's like a palace. Actually, Nick, to be fair, I know we put this up here because it shows like, look how wealthy and spoiled she was. This house was built on privilege. Within itself looks kind of like an asylum. Does it not? Also, we don't know if her mom wasn't like chain smoking cigarettes. Keep playing the guitar! Fucking put it out on her chest. Ah! Her dad's like, keep singing! I wish that was the real thing, dude. Daddy drank his whiskey and mama flicked her cigarette at me. I was playing this song until I hit puberty. Not bad.
I feel like if that happened, she would already have written 10 million songs about it.
That is true. This is what I think of when people are like, God, you already did a song about that. I'm like, dude, if you were mentally abused as a child, I feel like you have full reign to milk that forever. If your parents put out cigarettes in your chest and your dad was just like, it's not good enough, like a fucking like Jackson 5 thing, I feel like that never has an end. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Oh, there's a response with the song from Variety. Who's afraid of little old me? Swift revealed that she wrote the tune alone sitting at the piano in one of those moments when I felt bitter about just all the things we do to our artists as a society and as a culture. There's a lot about this particular concept on the Tortured Poets department. What do we do to our writers and our artists and our creatives? We put them through hell. We watch that they create, then we judge it. We love to watch artists in pain. You know what, dude? Fucking true. So true, Taylor. What's weird though is that it's like, you're being rewarded. It's not like you're a billionaire. God, so I guess people are just gonna like scold me. Okay. Here's another thing. This bitch wouldn't last a week on YouTube, dude. Dude, the amount of shit people talk on me, or the DMs I get, the fucking emails I get, god damn, dude. I've seen some heinous shit thrown at me, and I'm like, oh, there it is, and you just scroll past. You gotta let it go. There's a couple moments where you just want to, fucking go through your phone and strangle somebody, but you can't, Nick. You can't. You can't let them win.
Also, you physically can't.
Also, I physically can't go through the phone. That's true. Thanks for reminding me, dude. Thanks for making me feel like a fucking dumbass. This one kind of caught me off guard when I saw this. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. It's true. Swear. Scouts honor. Scouts honor. That bitch is saying, give me the triple digit special. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of fucking rules. She's like, Scouts honor. Grabs one fucking angle and puts it up. He just put in the cheat codes. He's gonna be busy for a while. Go ahead and slip it in. Right? Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto is a crazy line. That's fucking unhinged. How the did you write that down and you're just like, yeah. Yeah. She's probably recalling something personal that happened, but still, it's just like...
It's either Maddie or Joe.
I can see Matt Healy finger fucking Taylor Swift while his friend's like, hey, I like to play fucking Grand Theft Auto. I don't even know if I don't think they're British, but still. What about this one? You smoked, then ate 7 bars of chocolate. We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. I scratch your head, you fall asleep like a tattooed golden retriever. Like a tattooed golden retriever. Someone save this bitch's dog. Are you kidding me? Let's shave biscuits one more time. Get the gun. Get the tattoo gun. Give me some. I'm gonna draw Snoopy on you. No. Tasmanian devil. But you awaken with dread, pounding nails in your head. That is so fucking sick. And her fans have been defending her. People hate Taylor Swift's music because it challenges and forces them to slow down, digest, and engage deeper with what they're audibly consuming. Instant gratification is ruining our ability to fully appreciate music. That is so fucking true. It's so true!
Tattooed golden retriever.
Tattooed golden retriever. Wait, what? Let me slow down and really process that for a second. Someone else said, I think she wrote this album for herself. She wanted to share it with us because we love her art. This album is good, very vulnerable. The most I've ever seen her be in her art. Don't they say that about every single one of her fucking albums, is that she's being so vulnerable? Can the bitch ever not be vulnerable? This album is for her, not you! Don't like it, then don't listen to it! She's not trying to win awards for it. Yeah, she is. That wasn't her intention on this! She's intentional with the song she puts on the album, and the overflow proves me that she just thought that we would like it! I also like that people speak for her. This wasn't her intention on this. How do you know her intention on anything?
Swifties have a connection with their God Emperor.
God Emperor Swift? Like, taking out money. You wanted it for us, didn't you, Emperor? Yes. Yes. Looking down, giant light, blinding him. The Titty Pussy Department is a polarizing album. It's not for everyone. Definitely wouldn't recommend it for people who don't like poetry or literature or don't have a brain. I don't want listen to this music, okay? If you don't like art, and if you're this isn't for you, loser. If you don't like poetry, literature, or if you don't have a brain. That's so fucking stupid. They are turning into the annoying Rick and Morty fans where it's like, it's just a bit smarter than other shows, and obviously you have to have a certain level of intellect for Rick and Morty. It's turning into that. What's crazy is that it feels like they're going through every terrible fandom, laying waste to the entire fandom and like putting their flag up as the new fucking imperial order. It's unbelievable. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. Bahahaha, she got us so bad. Well, not me, but you guys. Very good. 10 out of 10. Best wishes freaks. Titty, pussy, dick criticism is so ridiculous that at this point I'm convinced it's just misogyny. Twitter and TikTok Swifties constantly claim it's her worst album in years, and I'm sick of it. It's funny how it still sold 1.4 million copies in one single day. I like how people also put that it's just like just because you sell a billion albums means that it's good. Well, it's still really great. They bought it before they even listened to it. Fucking psychopath. She's victim blaming Joe. Read the lyrics. All the songs are around the same. Get better headphones. It hurts me because Taylor was clearly very excited to share this beautiful piece of art with us. And so many people, even her fans, have been so disrespectful. If you think this is her worst album, you're not a Swiftie. Sorry, I need to get this off my chest. Thank you so much. That was very brave. You know, people were talking about, they were complaining about the links of the album, about how there's 31 tracks. It's like, just pick 15 songs you like, but people are just like, more tracks for me. If you don't like it, then get out of here, loser. But it's been very, very divisive here. When you've been a huge Taylor Swift fan for years, but the lyrics on her new album are so crass, disgusting, sexually explicit, full of swears and references to inappropriate stuff, you feel personally betrayed and block her on all platforms, removing everything from your streaming library. She's fucking hitting herself and stuff. Also, sweetie, hey, sweetheart, you flipping off the camera actually means f you, so you indirectly said that. Because you said that, I'm gonna have to block you on all platforms now because that was very crass. You slapping yourself and hurting yourself, actually, I'm not to trauma dump, but I'm kind of a victim of like physical abuse myself, so seeing that it's actually triggering, so I think that you should put a trigger warning at the beginning of this if you're gonna do that. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, even though you're blocked. You're blocked. There's nothing I love more than fandoms of people crying, getting upset with each other, all over some of these lyrics, man. They're just funny. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, you can like whatever you want, it doesn't fucking matter. But for the love of God, if I have any piece of advice to give anyone, no matter what you like, no matter what you love, show respect to it in your own ways, but please do not record yourself crying, throwing fits, or doing anything, because on the internet, everything is forever. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm sorry I had to show you this one. Bye-bye.
But I have this award and I put it in my kitchen, and every single morning when I go down and I wake up and I've just got this just right in my face. Just like a full middle finger just being like, putting me in my place, like, good morning.